today's video we are going to be talking about some lucrative skills that we need to have as immigrants, especially coming into this part of town. You know, from our local countries where we come from, there are some things that we do that can make us money here in Canada, or that can save us money. And I think it's high time for us to look beyond, well, not beyond, but try to add up more of these skills to our lucrative or our white collar jobs that we are seeking to work here in Canada. And the bottom line for us is that these skills will also help you to be able to make more money on the side. As you begin to grow it can help you to be a sustainable business venture. It can also help you to scale, you know, on different levels, or be able to mix these two trades together, your 9 to 5 and then this side gig that also helps you to add up more money. Don't forget that as immigrants, when you come here, things are not the way you see them, so don't be fooled. But these skills will also help you have additional or extra income that will save the day for you sometime sooner or later in your journey here in Canada. So I'm going to run through with no particular order, but just pick out those things, those skills that you need to learn. And if you already have one or two of those skills, you can still learn more, because there's no knowledge that is lost. So the first thing I will talk about is learn how to barb. Barbing is a skill. It's a hands-on skill that you must know how to do, because coming here to Canada, you find out that if you have to barb, you need to pay minimum about $20, $25, $30, depends on where you barb. Then I think for adults too is more expensive than for the maybe teenagers or younger children. And this money can be saved or can go into other things, right? So if you know how to barb, all you need to do is to invest in a good clipper, and you can do it yourself. I know, if I did not like I remember, I know that my brother has said that he's always been barbing his hair. But if you barb your hair yourself, you must be really good at it to be able to get those bone curve or bone cut or whatever they call it to shape that hair. Otherwise, you probably will go skin, and that's the safest way to, you know, keep a low cut on a very low budget. So if you don't know how to barb, please go and learn it too. It is a skill that will save the day, and you can always call or have people come over to you to barb. And as you begin to scale and build your network, then you can open shop now and begin to earn and register business, and that also helps you to be able to reduce your tax, Abby, you know. So those are ways that that's one way actually. And on the flip side, for the women, you should learn how to make hair, and you know, braiding, fixing weave on, whatever it is that you have to do with hair, even relaxing hair, it's something that can save the day for you. I know back at home in Nigeria, we do these things, but we have become too sophisticated coming to Canada. But it is not sophistication, it's a skill that you need to carry along your journey. It is not lost. Don't keep them in the bag, don't keep them in a cooler. I'm also excited that so many, in fact, Nigerians that I know of, they are either braiding hair, you know, you have to book appointments with them as well to be able to get those services done. And for you to braid your hair, you'll be paying I think nothing less than $70 and higher. So you also have to get your extensions with you to be able to get that price. If you need them to get extensions for you, it goes higher. The cost for adults different or higher than children, and as your head big, the more money that you pay, you know, because it's going to take more time to finish up that hair. So this is one skill that you should learn how to do. People also learn how to braid on themselves. In fact, that's another level. If you know how to do that, please, kudos to you. At least you don't have to spend money to make hair. You also make money to make other people's hair. I know my daughter does this herself. Yes, she's learning by the way, but she does this herself, and she makes hair for her friends on a very cheap cost. This is a skill that as you begin to do it, you perfect your skill, and it helps you along the journey here in Canada. All those small money, $70 here, $70 there, it's something. No, it will save the day for you. So please learn how to make hair, learn how to fix hair, learn how to relax hair. If you can do it yourself, the better for you. But if not, there are people that can do it for you here, but you'll be paying for those services. Also, cooking is another skill. We belittle cooking and say, because women cook, women, they are the heart of the home that have to cook for the home. But you can make money from this. In fact, I like my African people. They are always entrepreneurial in nature, and this is very good because there's no gap that they don't feel. So some people are so busy they can't make some food, or you like some food from some culture. Because I'm Yoruba, for instance, and sometimes I like some edikaikong soup or some afang soup. I can't cook it though, but I like it. Then I have to pay to buy a bowl of it, which I pay like between 90 and 110 for that bowl. If somebody cooks it and sells it, is it not money in the pocket? Yes, there are ingredients that has to go with it. They would have spent money on those materials, but at least they cook it for you. Is saves you time as the one that is paying the money, but somebody is making money from that service. Cooking can also span, I would put it in a bigger umbrella, like offering services as well. It could be catering, it could be baking. All these things are very important. Like, we like the cake we find here. They are like basic cakes in the stores. You just find cakes that are basic, no no vibe, nothing inside. And you want those cakes that you can always ask bakers to make for you and specify, and those cakes that you can find or keep in your freezer for some time. You must have people that really know how to do this for a fee, and that means you have to pay for it. This is not cheap as well. It depends actually. For a birthday cake, or you can spend as close to $200 to make that cake, which you can get something basic in the stores for maybe $30-60, just basic flavor, vanilla or strawberry, those coloring things, basic, and they write your name or write something on it with what's this kind of fondant that they make that is very, that doesn't that is not hard. So those are the kind of things you find in the store. But those that make these cakes, they could be small cakes, queen cakes for parties. You can always be called, you can always be sought after when events happen and they need these services. I, for instance, too, I make chin chin. I've started selling those in smaller packages, in medium packages, and you can always find a skill that it goes a long way. You might feel it's just $10 there, it's $5 there, it's $20 there, but as your clientele begins to increase and expand, you find out that, look, this actually puts money in your account. And as you get good or better in this service, you begin to find more people. I remember just a few weeks ago when we had that African entrepreneurial outing that we went for. I think I posted it on Instagram. There were so many African entrepreneurs showcasing their wares. You can see clothes, you can see food, you can see even those that do nail polishes, those that do creams, those that do lip balms. In fact, I bought one, like some, even in smaller quantities like this. You can see people sell things, and the things that appeal to us is our African people that really understand and they can give us those services. So we need to be able to do the things that we feel we enjoy doing. You enjoy doing it, you can make money from it. So don't just say, I love doing this, and don't see the business side of it. You can always look at the business side of it and see how you can begin to scale, just bit by bit. So please patronize me for chin chin. If you want to buy chin chin, I sell chin chin, and that's another, apart from some other things that I do too. Yes, I do plenty things, but those are things that you must put at the side for you to be able to earn money with. So catering, cooking for large parties or small congregation, or a birthday, making cakes. Some people also have like drinks, like party drinks that they also serve, like what's it called, like Chapman, iced tea, you know, those kind of cocktails. You find people doing this. I know a few of Africans too, or Nigerians that do this for parties. And I like the way people, you know, advertise themselves. They start small. Everybody starts small in their homes, and they share these things on their social media profile or put it on their stories. And people say, okay. You know, they make puff puff, our local snacks, chin chin, they make meat pie, they make buns, so many things like this. And when you make them in trays for parties, sometimes in your offices they're asking that you should bring things for potluck. Use this as an opportunity to sell yourself. Carry the thing that you know how to do best and take it there. So let them taste it. When they taste it, you say, they say hello, so that they can come and patronize you. And that way you become like the go-to person for those services. A lot of people can do the same thing, but if you become the best in what you do, you will get those patronage pouring in. Also, it's funny to see or notice that not a lot of adults, well, don't let me rephrase, that some adults cannot drive. And you find out that maybe the wife cannot drive, they are dependent on the husband, or some men cannot drive. This is so archaic and so ancient. Come on, you need driving skills. You want to do basic things, you need to be able to drive around yourself. Even when you move here, there are so many things that you can use to start off, like Uber Eats. Some people do Uber as a driver. Those are driving. You can also deliver food. You can do things. If you can't drive, how do you want to make money from that? And I hear from people that have done this Uber deliveries, like food deliveries, Uber Eats and stuff, that they make a lot of money. Even from the real Canadian superstore, those that deliver food, or grocery rather, that go help you do grocery shopping and then deliver to you, there's money inside. People still do it on the side, like weekends, after their regular week 9 to 5, their normal hours. They still do these things on the side and make extra bucks. So why can't you drive? Why can't you drive? Even if you're not going to do that, some jobs that you apply for here, it's a requirement that you must be able to drive and have, you know, a class 5 driver's license. And that takes you, or gives you the opportunity to do so many things. And if you also want to learn how to do or drive trucks, for instance, those are also part of the high paying jobs. I've covered that in one video that I've shared before. You must be able to drive. In fact, it's a skill, it's a must-have skill. If you don't know how to drive, you need cane in your bum. You need cane. You must be able to drive, because that is going to help you to earn some money. Another skill that I think is also good, especially for ladies that really like to show up and be glam, is, like, I'm going to categorize them in all, like makeup artists, those that help to tie headgear, we call it gele, in parties, or even paint your nails. These are things that you do for parties. And even here, yes, that's why they're cold. People say it's cold though. People still show up. There's patio. As we even approach the summer, there will be more parties going on. In the winter, parties are not held outside, so they hold it indoor. There's a hall that's rented. And even in the summer, it depends. You can also have some outdoor parties. But people dress up and, you know, they show up. If you have, there are people that are celebrating landmark birthdays, 40s, 50s, 60s, they want to do glam. They're taking photo shoots. They need someone to glam them up. You know, get a good makeup artist to, you know, set that face very well. You want your headgears to be done. You want your nails to be done. I don't like nails, so I don't do it. So those are people that you can, you know, you'll be paying for those services. Why can't you do some things yourself? Even if it's basic, knowing how to tie headgear by yourself, you don't have to pay for that. Face painting, not face painting, makeup artists, for instance, they pay maybe close to $100 or so. I've not done one here, but those that have done, it also differs based on, you know, experts, those that know how to do these things. So you must be able to do basic. Like this one that I've done myself now, I did it myself. At least it's still fine. It's okay. I can do this one, but I'm not going into that business. But if it's something that you like doing, that you enjoy doing, make money out of it, sell yourself. Let people know that you do these things so that they can pay you for that service. And as you begin to get known for those things that you do, more people come to you for those services. There are a couple of people in this Saskatoon that are makeup artists, and they do this thing really, really well, and they make money out of it when parties come, or even basic photo shoot, or you want to show up on an event, you want to show up for a program or something that you need to really look that part. They help you to set your face very well. And then nail painting as well is also something that is good. My daughter also knows how to do this thing. In fact, how people learn skills at a very young age. So what is wrong with you guys as adults? You come here, you feel that because you've been working in an oil company back in your home country, or because you've been working as a banker, you've earned so much money. It's not like that here. Learn these skills so that you can also have a bit of, some money on the side that helps you pay those bills. It's I know painting of nails to go as much as like $70 and higher, and there are different kinds of nail studios that you go up to. Some people can do it for you, even pedicure, manicure. You can do these things and make money if it's what you want to scale, please, or you enjoy doing it. Let me just say, because a business should be something that you enjoy doing, that you don't stress out, you don't see it like a chore. If it becomes a chore, then it's not something you will enjoy doing, even if you are making money out of it. So it's something that will wake you up, or you get a call when you're sleeping and say, Flookie, I need makeup, I have a party, and you're like, wait, give me 5 minutes, I'm there. As a makeup artist, you are ready to go, you are ready to show up. So it's something that you enjoy doing. That's one thing you must also look at. Cleaning business is also one thing as well. If you like to clean your house or do it for people, these are things that they will say it's synonymous to women because they are home keepers. But I've seen a couple here too that does that. Some of those people also have their normal jobs or shift jobs that they do, and this is a side thing that they add up. And don't forget that here in Canada, every service, everything you pay for, mechanical, barbing, cooking, all these things, they charge it like an hourly pay. There's a way they calculate this thing, is hourly. And when somebody bills you, like you want to service your car, they tell you 1 hour is maybe $60, or you want to, not servicing is like a particular amount, right? And that costs about, it depends, all change, $60-$80, depends on where you go. But if you have like major car issues, you need a mechanic to work on your car, they will charge you per hour. They can tell you it's $90 per hour. So if you like, the mechanic can be sleeping under your car and be doing as if he's unscrewing something and is charging you. Your money is going per hour, and tells you this is how long I have spent, working on your car. I'm not saying go and be a mechanic. That one is a particular skill or trade on its own. But I'm talking of basic things that you can do, like cleaning too, for instance. You can start a cleaning business. It takes a lot too. Your back will hear it. It's a lot, because I know that even cleaning our basement is a lot of work when we have guests in and out. So you want to look at those skills that you enjoy doing, that you can make money out of it. It is important for you to hold these skills as you are coming to Canada as an immigrant. Don't come empty-handed. And those are basic skills. We'll talk about professional skills too that you must be able to show up with on the job. So like your Microsoft knowledge of your Microsoft skills, productivity tools. These are things that you need to know. You must know how to use Excel, how to use Word, how to use PowerPoints. You must know how to. Because if you don't know how do you show up? How do you type, for instance? How do you calculate some things? There are some Excel. If you go on maybe Coursera or there are some free tools. Even on YouTube, you can learn how to use a basic Excel. There's a company called Excel by Excel where I also learned some things that Excel can do, some magic that Excel can do. You learn how to use Excel in the workplace. You need this skill. It's not only for you to just put like you're putting data on Excel. You must be able to calculate like shortcuts to be able to do things faster, productively, and efficiently. This is important for you on the job. Don't just say I know how to use Excel. and you just put 1 plus 1, you know it's 2 already. But you must know how to calculate, some things, or basic Excel. Those are things that you must continue to learn how to use. PowerPoint, presentation. And then as we are going more into the world of AI, you must learn a lot of things. AI has made things faster, more efficient, in such a way that you can give prompts on ChatGPT. There's also author.com that helps you also generate prompts. Author.com that can help you do a lot of things on while working, right? So this is important for you to be able to scale and be efficient on the job. So many things, even sewing, there are just a lot of things. But this is just to create an awareness for you, or to you as an immigrant, not to come to Canada empty-handed. These skills will liberate you. These skills will make way for you. There are a lot of people that have started doing this catering business, and that is all they do as a business, without doing 9 to 5 anymore. So as you begin to do this, as you begin to get known, as people begin to identify those skills in you, and then you are doing it well, people enjoy your food, people enjoy or like how you cook, people love how you make their clothes, or people like how you make their makeup, or how you barb their hair. They begin to come to you and recommend you more and more to other people, and that sets you apart. That's the business on its own. You don't have to go and start looking for work again. So please, this is important. Finally, you can also learn to write. You can also learn to edit. You can learn copyright skills. You can learn editing skills. And this is important for you professionally. You can look for freelance jobs on Guru, on Upwork. There are so many sites whereby you can look for freelance jobs. And if you can put all these things together, you can write, you can edit, you can summarize, you can even write books. There are so many of those services online, whereby if that is a part of you that it speaks to, you want to hop on that bus right away. Learn all these things. You can improve yourself. If it's something that you've started doing and you feel you want to learn more about it, please learn how to write, learn how to speak, learn how to communicate properly, because you need this in the workplace as well. This is important for you as immigrants. The way we communicate is totally different, especially those of us from Nigeria. We talk on somebody that is still speaking. You don't wait for somebody to finish their conversation before we jump on that conversation. That is, they will look at you as being rude or something. So we must learn how to speak. We must learn how to let somebody finish speaking before we jump on that conversation. There's so many things that we need to unlearn and teach ourselves, especially in the workplace. So these are things that you must start practicing before you come here. And if you are here already, continue to learn it. Unlearn the bad one. Well, no, I won't say it's bad, but you are in a new culture, so you must learn how to interact with people when you communicate, and don't speak over them. And then your writing skills must be good. You must practice how to write, good communication skills in your like letter writing, like email writing. How to be able to communicate your points across to other people, so that when they read it, it sounds like you speaking to them and they understand. It's not like they are confused when they see your email or your letter or whatever correspondence that you have sent to them. There are so many things that can help you here in the workplace as well. So these skills will also set you apart and help you as well. As we begin to grow, even as content creators, we'll need people to help us with editing. These are things that take the bulk of our time in content creation. And if you are skilled in that space, work will be there for you. And these are ways in which you can carve out your own niche and begin to, make money on the side. And like I said, on this freelance sites, you will be able to find so much of this going on. So if you already know these skills, or if you use them, please comment down below. Let me know which one you've been using. If there are more skills that you want immigrants to learn, please put it also in the comment section, so that they can also go and learn this thing. They need to be more productive and don't come to Canada without any skill. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and let's keep talking about how to make life easy for ourselves here as immigrants in Canada. See you on my next vlog. Bye. you.